Hey guys, okay, I want you to think back to when you got really mad or pissed off or upset about something that you wanted and you didn't get for one reason or another, be it a concert ticket, pair of pants, something you really, really wanted, and you got really mad about because you didn't get it, or you got really pissed, or you got really upset or sad or something. Now think of this. As of Friday, May 21st, 2010, at 7:43 a.m., 84,988 people of all shapes, sizes, genders, races, religions are waiting for something they not only want but need as well. That is how many people in the United States alone are on the kidney transplant list. So, I know I talk about this a lot in my videos, but it is my life. It's what I deal with. And sorry, I'm sinking in a chair, so I had to adjust. I'm going to let you guys know how you can donate a kidney if you want to. Now, this will explain why I am so upset about the fact that there are that many people on the list when there really shouldn't be. There's no reason for it. You can live with one. Why keep two? I'm going to explain how you can donate a kidney. Who can be a kidney donor? Anyone between the ages of 18 and 70. Anyone with good general health and normal kidney function and anatomy as determined in the evaluation process, which is they go through and they check your blood, they check, they do a bunch of labs, they do x-rays, they do all sorts of stuff, and they check and make sure you could be a possible donor. Conditions that can make a person ineligible are things like diabetes, certain forms of cancer, intravenous drug use, and certain infectious diseases like AIDS or hepatitis. And, well, all those are obvious reasons. And honestly, a lot of people don't really understand how to go about it. So really, how you donate a kidney is you do a phone interview, then a blood sampling kit is mailed to you, and then you go to a lab with the kit, and you get the blood drawn, and there's instructions with it so they can send it back. After all that's done, you get a medical evaluation. They generally do a kidney biopsy, tissue testing, things like that. And yes, I do understand that for a lot of people that's scary. I mean, when I had my kidney biopsy to figure out what was wrong with mine, I freaked out. I was screaming and they weren't even touching me. I was scared to death. But I was like 12. One interesting fact about people who go to donate, though, is 1 out of 5 is found that they aren't suitable for it. So, I mean, that's a big amount when you sit and you think about it. I know a lot of people get worried about the risks and stuff. The surgery risks for donating a kidney are the same as if you were having any other major surgery. People also sit and they think, oh, am I going to have to take medicine? Am I going to have to do a certain diet? Am I going to have to do this or that? Am I going to have to change the way I live? No. Once you are fully healed, you can go back to your normal life. At least most people can. I'm sure that there has to be at least one person that can't. That's a given. It's circle of life. Let's see. Sorry, I'm reading from the script. There are 2 ways that it's performed. There's the traditional way, which I'm going to get out of the way first because it is the most invasive, and it is very scary to think about. What they do is they make an incision across the flank on one side of your back, because your kidneys are towards your back, and it is secured and removed under direct vision, which means it's one of those really big cuts. I mean, so hospital stay for that particular procedure is generally between 4 to 5 days, and you can usually resume work depending on their job in 3 to 6 weeks. So really, it's not that much time. However, if you're lucky enough to get the laparoscopic, if I remembered to pronounce that correctly, it uses a scope, like a little camera, to go into the abdomen through a very small incision. If I remember correctly, the incision's like that small maybe. And this approach makes it possible to locate, secure, and remove the kidney through that small incision. And it's considered a minimally invasive procedure, so it's a very small invasive procedure. And it allows the donor to leave the hospital 1 to 2 days after the procedure, and then generally they can resume work in 2 to 3 weeks. So that's like even less time, and that's even better. Most people worry about afterwards. Things they would have to do, like get checkups and stuff. About 6 to 9 months after the surgery, you have to get a blood and urine test and to be evaluated by a nephrologist just to make sure everything's still doing what it's supposed to. When you have the one kidney removed, the other kidney compensates and takes over and says, okay, I can do this type thing. Just like dialysis patients and people who need kidneys can live with one, so can you. Most people worry, well, how am I going to set up all that stuff? You talk to a kidney transplant coordinator. You go to any hospital, ask for the nephrology department. Tell them, I'm thinking about donating a kidney. I need to know who I should talk to. They'll give you a number. They'll give you a name. They'll even transfer you. They'll help you. They want people to donate. Trust me. Now, everything I've read to you was from the Mayo Clinic site for Rochester, New York. It was one of the most accurate ones I could find. Granted, there are a lot of hospitals, I'm sure there are little differences everywhere about how they go about it, things like that, but that's generally the straightforward procedure. Again, 84,988 people as of 7:43 this morning have been on the list for God knows how long. God knows how old they are. Some of these kids are like 9 or younger. And you sit and think about that. I mean, if you had a child, would you want your kid to be going through what I'm going through? Having to sit here, hooked up to a machine 3 days a week. I haven't even gotten a high school diploma or a GED yet. I cannot get everything set up like it's supposed to in order to actually take the classes, take the test, and fit all my treatments in and be able to stay awake for the classes, because this wipes you out. Honestly, I really wanted to explain to people that donating isn't as bad as people think. And it doesn't really take as much time as everybody thinks. And I just really hope that people are at least willing to get tested to see if they can donate. Other than that, I will see you guys later. I'm running out of time, so